and we got the people's champ here, the one and only Blair the Flair Cobbs. Welcome back to the show. Everybody was saying, when you gonna fight? When you gonna fight? Well, now he's back and with a big win with a walking Hall of Famer, four division champion, Adrien the Problem Broner. Can we get a replay on how you present yourself normally when you come into the building? Like how exciting you are. Talk to us, Blair.
Oh yeah, I come out there to razzle dazzle and excite the world. So look, man, I put on a whole lot of promotion. I talk a whole lot of shit, and I back up a whole lot of shit every single time. So it was like it was a whole lot of shenanigans. Probably a little too much for even Adrien Broner to handle at the time. So it was great. It was a good fun all the way to the very end. There was some adversity. Broner is still AB, still a problem, and we got out there and we executed and we did a terrific, tremendous job.
So, um, you know, like Coach Kenny Ellis said, every single time you go woo, it's because you nervous. Tell us, when you go woo, what does that mean?
I'm excited. It means something happened. I'm excited, and I'm definitely not nervous. But you know what? I want people to believe that. You know what I mean? Because I do a whole lot of publicity and this and that, and it's really I'm putting all that stress and all that stuff on my opponent, and I'm just out there having a good time. I'm enjoying myself.
So I seen the moment when you guys were in the locker room with you and Kenny Ellis as well. So I think it was cool, man. Like we were talking earlier today upon friends being able to fight each other nowadays, and you guys showed an example of that. But what the thing about it in boxing is, can we stop having these things that happen? Let's bring it back to the old days. Now you guys are 35-year-old guys making it happen. We need some of these guys that are in their and more in their physical prime. Now to you, you're gonna say, "Hold on, Mill City. I am in the physical prime, right? My best physical prime." So tell me how you feel in there last night.
I feel great. Feel great. No problems at all. Never really got tired. Never really got gas. Never really had any real fatigue. Just trying to figure out when to hold them, when to fold them, when to run, when to stick and push, and that's what we have to do at the level that we're on. We're at the highest elite level that there is. So you have a more precise Blair to Flair. You have somebody that's right there, right there at all times. You rarely even see me on the ropes, and this is a guy that's coming forward. A guy that's coming forward so consistently, you never saw Blair Flair actually on the ropes. You know what I mean? Unless he trapped Adrien Broner on the ropes with like a pull, clinch, spin, push. Now he's on a rope type of situation. And you never see me on the ropes or like in the corner or anything like that. So I held pretty good ring generalship, but that's the things that you see like that's seasoning up when it comes to Blair to Flair. Like what you see in there is a very very high level of controlled chaos.
So obviously in the fight, we've seen that Adrien Broner was on his front foot for most of the time. You was moving lateral, boxing, picking your shots, using your stamina, combination punching. Um, what was the game plan on round one before round two comes and you knock him down with the big left hand?
Um, Look, that like I'm going to box him. I'm gonna make sure I work in my jab, high, low, shooting straights, and make sure that he knows that like he's not the boss in this ring. Just because you're moving forward, you're not the boss. You know what I mean? I can stop you from coming forward whenever I choose, whenever I want to. You know what I mean? I like, look, at any moment, and this is the thing. The thing is this, right? I like to be so unpredictable to a point where, like, I got a line drawn in the sand, but you don't know where it is. You don't know where that line is. You don't know when I'm going to draw the line. Like, all right, I'm right here. Foul. You know what I'm saying? And like, and put you in a very unpredictable shootout. You know what I mean? Where you can be hurt. Like I do a lot of things like that where you don't really even know if I'm coming or going, and that's what happens when like somebody like Adrien Broner. It doesn't matter how much experience or how good you are, like you can fall victim to those same punches and that same tactic. You know what I mean? Because it's not trap shots, it's not counters. They're exchange punches, and you don't see them coming at all. And you never know where I'm actually like going to stop and be like, okay, no, I had enough.
So, um, the mentality of round two. Um, Obviously, you set the shot up with your jab before you hit him with that left hand. Um, you know, here's a super chat here with John Irvin. Thank you for the $2, John. Blair, you could have stopped him. That shit is fake. Laughing my ass off. Talk about that. You could have stopped him. And hey, I mean, he said it's fake. So what's your remarks to that?
Well, it's definitely not fake. AB came in there to fight. I
And what do
plastered
you
him
mean
with, I
John Irvin is
blasted.
fake? You got to give me a little bit more detail, but my bad for stopping you. But John Irvin, let me know what you mean by it's fake, though. Go ahead, my bad, Blair.
Look, I threw such
You felt like you
a
could have stopped him?
I threw such a devastating left hand that it shook all kinds of shit. Broken bones, fucking torn fucking shoulder, missing tooth, all in one shot. And then fucking guess what? I landed that exact same shot multiple times throughout the fight. You know what I mean? Trick shots, this, that. I landed that shot multiple times on multiple angles and multiple fashions. Top of the head, round the head, straight fucking shots, bow, like unpredictable spin moves to a bow to the shot right there, shot to the body. Like, bro, when I tell you that Adrien Broner is a very powerful and very resilient fighter, he did not come there to lay down. He came there to win. He didn't bring fucking goddamn Rick Ross and his whole squad, everybody there for him to win, to not win. He came there to fucking win. He's not old. You know what I mean? We're the same fucking age, for Christ's sake. He's not burnt out. It's like he's still AB. And can I see him winning a title even after this ass whooping? Yes, absolutely. And like this motherfucker is still a problem. And look, it was just not his night with somebody like me. I was dying for this moment. I was praying for this moment. And like I was starving for this moment. You know, like yes, you had your time. You had a couple belts. Now it's time for me to get some belts. You know, and that's just how it is. You know, but AB is not finished, not at all, because the way he look, man, he wasn't supposed to wake up from that fucking shot that I shot him with in the second round.
He got
Bro,
a chin. He got a
he's supposed
chin.
to give up. He's supposed to give up. No, and then the thing is, I hit him with that same shot multiple times in multiple different fashions throughout the fucking fight. And he takes that shit and keeps moving forward. Like, man, who the hell am I to say that he's not the fucking man? He's the man, and can't nobody take shit from it. You know what I mean? And can't nobody say, oh yeah, you were supposed to knock him out. Fuck that bullshit, nigga. You try knocking him out. This motherfucker, he'll take anybody's punch. I would
He hasn't been knocked
guarantee you.
out yet.
Yeah, I would guarantee you, yo, as bad as a motherfucker I am, I would still need a sledgehammer and probably a gun to get his ass down and stay down. Cause like bam, I hit him with everything, man. Motherfucker, man, he wasn't supposed to wake up from that shot. He wasn't supposed to get up from that shot, and he was supposed to quit. even if he got up from that shot. You know what I mean? You talking about a motherfucker that got hit so bad, his arm got broke, his fucking elbow got fucking torn and broke, and fucking got a missing tooth. That's one punch that will wreck your shit. You know what I'm saying? And he fucking get up from that shit, take a couple more. You know what I mean? From the top of the head to the fucking front of the head and all that shit. And then the body shots, the unbelievably sustained body shots to which I actually knocked out fighters and stopped them and broke ribs from that same move. Bah, 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 bah. I usually broke ribs from that shot. You know what I mean? Because I touch them a couple times, they think they're sweet, and then boom, I sink a couple of them in, and it usually does so much damage that like the fight usually stops after that. And
Um,
so what can I say?
Breadman, Breadman, just to double up on what you just said, Breadman said that he trained you for a fight, and he said that you have some of the hardest hands that he's ever felt doing pads. He said that
Yo, shout out to Brad man. Like yo, Philly, stand up. We in the building.
I ain't
You know
gonna
what I'm
hold you.
saying?
After hearing him, after interviewing him, it was easy for me to put money on this situation. Like I'm, obviously everybody know I'm cool with the Tank team, um, but the age and just hearing that and just seeing your body of work already, and knowing that you're a fresher fighter, then watching the scales. Oh man! But nevertheless, this ain't about me. This is about you. Um, Now I interviewed, uh, you know, Coach Kenny Ellis. Make sure you guys go out your way, smash the like button right now. Also, check out that interview I did with Coach Kenny Ellis. Is doing huge numbers right now. Um, so check that out. But he says, Blair, I don't know if you checked it out yet. Um, like you said, he injured his elbow when you hit him and you knocked him down. What would you have to say that you fought more of a one-handed fighter, and did you feel like you was fighting a one-handed fighter
No,
after that
I
fight?
didn't.
After round two?
I didn't feel like I was fighting a one-handed fighter because I would have took advantage of that. Honestly, I thought it was a ploy, a tactic to stop me from fucking hurting him. I'm like, this motherfucker is smart. He's just gonna keep that. Like, cause you know what I do? You know what I mean?
I know
Like,
what you
I'm like,
do.
I'm like,
Woo!
I'm like, yo, this
You didn't even give me
motherfucker is
one of them
smart.
Johns either.
Woo! Yeah, man. I'm sitting here thinking, like, this fool fucking literally was so smart to a point where he didn't even throw the punch. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I do? I catch you when you throw some punches. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting for him to fucking throw a right hand. I'm expecting him to throw a right hand. You know what I mean? I'm expecting hooks. I'm expecting right hands. I'm expecting body shots. I'm expecting all of these things. And like when he didn't throw the right hand, I just thought it was like it wasn't the fact that I was fighting like a one-handed fighter. I just thought I was just fighting a smarter fighter. You know what I mean? It didn't look like this motherfucker like lost any kind of step. You know what I'm saying? Or I would have put on the gas even more. It's not like I was running out. I was never running out of gas. I saw him. I would look over and see him like, okay, he's getting tired. He's getting tired. Okay. He's bringing it on a little bit more. Bring it on a little bit more. Exchange a little bit more. Throw some more punches. Get him a little bit more tired. A little bit more body shots. A little bit more jazz to the body. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to sneak some straights in there. You know what I mean? And he came in shape to a point where he could withstand 10 rounds of a beating. And hey, what can I tell you? But like AB is still AB. That is a four division world champion that like deserves far more credit than I'm pretty sure what the people will ever give him.
Okay. Now, I don't like to try to put other people on blast, but this is skills for skills. A lot of people had that, he's the more experienced fighter, and he had more to his bag. Yeah, you were the bigger fighter, you were the bigger puncher, but what about AB's power? What would you have to say about that versus some of the guys that you have faced?
Look, I was so patient and very, very careful to not get hit at all. So like I didn't really feel much power, but it wasn't because he didn't hit me. I mean, it wasn't because like he didn't like he's like weak. I didn't feel much power because I wasn't trying to get hit. Like, okay, the only thing that he's going to be able to hit me with is a jab every once in a while, and I even started to take that away. You know what I'm saying? I started to move my hands closer to my face, try to calculate the parry, catch, shoot. You know what I mean? And then even when that shit didn't work out, I'm like, all right, fuck it then. I'm just gonna fucking shit. Who's going to jab more? Me. I'm gonna fucking jab more because now every time you jab me, I'm gonna hit you with fucking five of them bitches. I'm gonna hit you with five of them bitches every time you hit me. And then
What
guess
about the
what?
body
I'm
shots?
gonna threaten. I'm gonna threaten my left hand. I'm gonna threaten my left hand every single time. And then some of them shits is gonna be unconventionally like fucking untimed that they're gonna slip through. They're going to slip through those that whatever kind of guard you got, whether it's to the body or to the head. His body shots, he never really landed any body shots. You know what I'm saying? I'm way too elusive. My body's moving. I'm moving. I'm a moving target. You know what I mean? And I'm very fluid with my movement. So I'm fluid and jagged at the same time. I'm unconventionally unpredictable. So there was a lot of things going on to just not get damaged in the process of boxing AB and being very careful, winning every single round and putting damage when needed.
You bounced from junior welterweight to welterweight, right, in your career.
Huh?
You bounced from junior welterweight to welterweight in your career, right?
Well, I didn't bounce. I just moved from junior welterweight to welterweight one time. And the first fight that I fought truly at the 147 division was for the NABF junior title against Caribbean. And Caribbean was an Olympian. You know what I mean? Ferdinand Caribbean was an Olympian, undefeated fighter, and I was a 16-1 underdog.
But
And
what I'm
and
what
all
I'm trying
before
to
that,
what
he
I'm
was
trying to get
definitely
at is
everything.
that is he a puncher? Is he a puncher for you? What I'm saying at the because you're a
Ferdinand,
bigger guy. Is he a puncher?
Ferdinand punched me one time and fucked up my whole face in the last round. You know what I'm saying? He punched me one fucking time, fucked up my whole goddamn face. Villalobos, which came in probably like 20 pounds heavier than me. He punched me one time. I hit the deck. The motherfucker punched that damn hard. Just one shot. Like motherfucker, I was slipping and sliding all through that fucking fight, and bow, he hit me one time, and then I had to get up and fucking like and like take it to the back streets, man. Like had to be a back alley brawler right quick, and that's shit. I come from Philly, you know what I mean, and like and my boxing like life started in Mexico, you know what I mean. So you got Mexican like brawler that has the skills and the tactics and of a seasoned vet in Philadelphia. It's a lot going on with me. So like I'm doing all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? And so like Villalobos is probably the heaviest puncher. You know what I mean? But I can't tell you that like Broner was a weak puncher or anything. I just know that he was very precise and he tried his very best to land something. You know what I'm saying? He tried his very best to land something. There was times when I seen like fucking fists fucking just barely missing me from shoom, uppercuts and hooks going right around my head. Shoom, got a duck under, you know what I mean, and things like that. There's a couple shots they're like jabs, they're like bang, and just land right there perfect. I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? That like some of them I will actually meet perfectly, like just boom. You know what I mean? So like I will like cancel out the power and things like that, or just slightly lean over, slightly lean this way to throw him off. But regardless, like, look, man, he's AP, man. Like, not one person in the welterweight division right now, especially the top dogs and the up and comers, is fighting somebody on this level, and especially off a 2 year layoff, fighting an actual name. Nobody's fought a name yet. You know,